In this next set, we're asked to find the domain. So the domain are all of the possible values of x. Okay, and there aren't many functions that have domain restrictions, but these are some of them. All rational functions have domain restrictions. Okay, the restriction is the denominator cannot be equal to 0. Because if we have a 0 in the denominator, then you have an undefined value, and that is not okay to have. So we want to think about all the numbers that when squared and subtracted will give you 0. We have to throw those away from your answer. So hopefully I can tell that this is a factorable quadratic. This factors to x minus 3 and x plus 2. So the solutions are positive 3, so x can't be positive 3, and x can't be negative 2. So all other numbers are fine as long as x is not positive 3 or negative 2. And we can write it in this little set builder notation. Okay, all the numbers except for positive 3 and negative 2. This next one is a square root function. The square root function has the fact that this cannot be negative, so it must be greater than or equal to 0. And this is the algebra that you use to solve it. So we want to know what numbers, when multiplied by 4, are bigger than positive 2, which means all numbers bigger than or equal to positive 2 when I divide both sides by 4. So all numbers as long as x is bigger than or equal to positive 2. So radicands cannot be negative, so we have to throw out all the numbers that will make the radicand negative. Okay, a natural log function is a logarithmic function. If we think about their graphs, they have a vertical asymptote through, in this case, the origin. Okay, and they grow on to the right, which means the x value must be bigger than 0 for all log functions that are basic like this. If there were a plus 2 or a minus 2 or something like that, then that would move your horizontal asymptote left or right, and your domain would change. But all log functions have vertical asymptotes, so we have to see where that is to make our domain. And this one is a quadratic. Hopefully you know all polynomials have no restrictions. We can square anything that you can think about. So this has an all real domain. So a little bit about domains.